Forex and crypto trading tips number 3. There we go. All right, so there's 2 more on the channel already. This is number 3. On here, what we are gonna talk about is keeping in mind the privilege of a position. A market judgment should not be made when you're already in a position. Once you are in a position, all your decisions about adding to the position, protecting the position, or exiting the position should already be made. Okay, how many times did I say position? All right, so what does that mean? Let's see here. So if I'm taking a trade and say I'm looking at the market now, so this is just say it's live. I don't see anything that's going on here, right? So I see this right here. I see it bottom out, then I see a reversal candle. So I decide I'm going to take a buy here. Okay, so this becomes my entry. Now, while I'm here, I'm also going to decide where I want to put my stop loss. Now, in case this trade does not go my way, how much am I willing to risk? Let's just say I want to take it to here, and I set my SL right here. So that's already predetermined. Now I need to decide where I want my TPs to be. I could have one here. I've decided I want another one here and another one here. So I'm going with a 3 TP setup. So I got TP 1, 2, and 3. Now all that is already predetermined. When the market starts moving, what do I see happen? I see it moves up, right? So here I got my TPs. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this moves up. It comes back down, retests. I have my SL set here in case it comes back down more, knocks me out. Okay, this is how much I'm willing to risk. But if it keeps moving up, that's great. So it retests this area, kind of consolidates, and then it moves up, comes here, and it hits my TP1. Great. TP1 is hit. At this point, and also predetermined because I'm already planned this out. And that's what you should do. You should never get into a trade and just get in and be like, you know what, I have a 50-50 chance. Either it's going to work out or it won't, and we'll see what happens. No. You read the market, you read the charts, and then you figure out what do you want to do with it and where you want to take it and where you want to get out. All that is predetermined. Now, once TP1 is hit, at that point, what I like to do is I move my SL to break even. So I've already collected money here. If this thing comes back down and knocks me out, that's okay. I haven't lost anything. I won't cash out on the top 2 here, but I've cashed out here, so I'm still winning. That's not a loss for me. If it were, instead of going up, came straight down, that's the only way I would have had a loss. Now, I'm watching it, and it goes ahead and hits my TP2. Great. After that, it hits my TP3. Perfect. That trade is concluded, and I'm good with it. Now, all 3 TPs are hit. That's a good trade, right? If it works that way. Also, if I was to add positions, this is the only way I would add to it is, so it didn't come out and hit my SL, but it did go up, hit my TP1, then it came back down and back to my entry now, and it knocked me out. What I would want to do is see if this still has potential to go back up. At that point, I could add 2 more positions to still try to hit these, or 3 to hit them all over again. So, you know, that's something you can determine with what the market is doing, but you know, that's all predetermined. As far, if I wasn't, the only way you add positions in a negative trade is if you're not using SL really. and you're not sticking by your rules and your plans. If you stuck by a rule, you would have taken the SL happily, moved on, and looked for a new entry, right? But if you're not following your plan, you're not following the rules that you set for yourself and the SL that you set over here, and you're moving it down and down and down, and then maybe you're adding here for it to go back up, then you're just freelancing it at that point. It's not predetermined as much. Or if it is predetermined that that's what you're gonna do, then you're not really following a plan. I guess it could be that that's what you plan to do in the first place. Then why even set an SL if you're not gonna honor it, right? So those are the things that you have to try to figure out within your own trading style to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and stick to one type, one thing that you always do. The RR thing is very important. Learn how to use that. Go by with that. So basically, yeah, so the position is predetermined, the judgments are already made on what you're going to do with those positions, the decisions are already in there, if you're going to add or not, or how you're going to protect it, and how you're going to exit, where you're going to exit, and all of those should already be planned out before you get into a trade. Every trade I get into, I always think that it's going to go against me. Alright, so that's how I set up my trades. If it goes against me, what will happen? Where will I get out? And if it goes towards my TPs right away, which it does, a lot of times if you read the charts right, then great, that's perfect. I have nothing to worry about. My only worry getting into every trade is their drawdown. So my game plan, in the war room, is basically how am I gonna manage that drawdown and where am I gonna get out, and if I'm gonna add more or not, depending on what the chart is saying and how it's looking, what the market sentiments are, and fundamentals and everything else. So that is something that you might want to incorporate in your trading if you're not already. Hopefully this helps somebody. I will come up with more as we go along. This is number 3. Watch number 1 and 2. Number 4 is on the way. See you guys in the next video.